So the NBA also just announced their NBA all NBA teams, their first and second, third teams. So making the first team Steph Curry, Giannis, Luka, Nikola Jokic, and Kawhi Leonard. All NBA second team was Joel Embiid, LeBron, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, and Julius Randle. And the All NBA's third team was Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, Rudy Gobert, Jimmy Butler, and Paul George. Now, to me, the biggest snub was clearly Donovan Mitchell here. Now, I mean no disrespect to Julius Randle, former Laker, won the Kia Most Improved Player of the Year award. Congratulations to him on a personal level. I genuinely like Julius Randle as a player. Congrats to him for earning that nod. He is not an all NBA talent caliber player. I'm sorry. He's just not. If you're asking if you're asking who are the top 15 guys in the NBA, who's one of the three best players at their position, and Julius Randle is all NBA second team, there's clearly some flaws in the system. And again, I don't mean to discredit Julius Randle or insult the guy. He led the New York Knicks to the fourth best record in the Eastern Conference, big time player having a big time season. And so, really, though, the only reason why he was in there was by default because they had to insert someone into that power forward center spot. They couldn't fit a forward and like they've done in the past where you just say, oh, well, the forward is kind of a power forward and a center. He's tall, so we can just put him there. No, they've clamped down on that, and you have to insert a designated power forward and a center. So that's why he's in there. But really, that position was supposed to be a placeholder and a place setter for an Anthony Davis or a Kevin Durant. The only reason why Julius Randle was inserted in there was because those two guys missed the bulk of the season. AD obviously with a calf strain, and KD with a litany of injuries. But the big snub was putting in Jimmy Butler ahead of Donovan Mitchell. I'm sorry, I love Jimmy Butler. He did not have a great season to the point where he should have been awarded an All NBA third team selection. Because you look at Jimmy Butler in the Miami Heat, yes, his stats were good, averaged 21.5 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Miami finished with the seventh best record in the Eastern Conference. Donovan Mitchell has been absolutely sensational. He's been showing you this postseason why he's an all NBA player, averaging 33 points per game this postseason, averaged 36 points per game in last year's postseason. And this is a guy this year is averaging over 26 points per game in the regular season, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he led Utah to the number one record in the NBA, let alone the Western Conference. And he's not in there. Again, I understand that the all NBA teams are supposed to award guys for their individual seasons. It's not about your reputation as a player. It's not about a lifetime achievement award and what you've meant to the game. It's about what were your contributions, not only from a statistical standpoint, but your impact on the team for winning this particular season. It's very similar to an all-star nod in that sense. And when you factor in those two big components and traits that get you qualified, for Donovan Mitchell to have not made this list, it is just another big slight in his direction. The fact that he didn't make an all-star nod off the original selections, that he was a reserve and a replacement all-star after someone got injured, just really insulting to me. And so, again, the other piece of it is not only should we be rewarding a guy like Donovan Mitchell for his fantastic season, we're talking about individuals' livelihoods here. Now, I'm not trying to claim that I feel badly for these NBA superstars and these superstar athletes that are making hundreds of millions of dollars. Let's put that into perspective. But at the same time, Donovan Mitchell just signed this offseason a 5-year, $163 million contract that at the minimum was worth $163 million. At the maximum, had he qualified for an All-NBA team, he could have qualified. He could have been qualified to sign a 5-year, $195 million contract. So you're talking about a $30 million disparity just because he was left off the All NBA team. And again, I don't feel badly for these guys for making these extravagant sums of money. No, I don't. But at the same time, he is deserving of that. And you're depriving him of that opportunity to make an additional $30 million just because you wanted to give it to a guy that reputation carried the day over the combination of reputation, production, and in this particular season. So I got your back, Donovan. I thought you should have been an All-NBA team. Again, not that Jimmy Butler isn't an All-NBA caliber player. Of course he is. But this particular season, I don't know about that. Some big news.